going on, everybody? It is April 22nd, 2023, Earth Day. It's also Run Streak Day 201. And we're here at Jester Park, which is in Granger, Iowa. In the last video that I shot here, I said it was Johnston, Iowa. I was wrong there. It's actually in a town called Granger. Anyway, what we're gonna do here is a little bit of day camping after I go for my run. So I'm gonna hit the trails, do a few miles. We're gonna come back here and we're gonna get this grill going here, and we're gonna grill up some vegan sausages and some other stuff. Should be pretty fun. We actually meant to do this yesterday, believe it or not. Yesterday was day 200 of the run streak, and it was also my 11-year anniversary of being 100% plant-based vegan. And yeah, just didn't work out. The weather was terrible, and we actually forgot the charcoal to do the grill and stuff. And a lot of other stuff went wrong too. I'll explain once I hit the trail here. I'll kind of go over what happened yesterday. That being said, let's get running. All right, so let's talk about what happened yesterday. So first thing, we had an appointment early in the morning. So I got up like a few hours earlier than I usually do to go run. And I was just kind of out of it. I didn't really feel like shooting a video. I was just tired. I was working on like 5 hours of sleep from the night before. I didn't sleep well. Didn't get to bed as early as I wanted to. So I already didn't make a video while I was out running. That was my first mistake. Secondly, I got home and my little paper driver's license that they sent me, my temporary one, expired yesterday, and I hadn't received the plastic one, the main one, the star card. So I ended up having to call the number on the back of the paper license to basically report that I never received it. It's April 21st, 2023, Run Streak Day number 200, and I'm on hold with the Iowa Department of Transportation. I've been on hold for 38 minutes at this point. Took 45 minutes on hold to finally get a hold of somebody at the Department of Transportation. She looked it up and it got returned. They sent it out and the post office returned it as undeliverable, even though the address was correct because we double checked that. So we had to go out of our way up to Ankeny, which is about like 10 or 15 minutes north of Des Moines, to the Iowa Department of Transportation headquarters and pick up my license from there, because that's where the post office returned it to. So from there, we came out here to Jester Park, and the minute that we like parked in the spot where we're at today, the rain kicked in. It just started dumping down rain. And we thought, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and do the barbecue anyway. But we dug through the truck and we thought we left the charcoal in the back of the truck. Nope, we left it at home. So we couldn't do that. And at that point, we just went home and did some chores and did some shopping and some other stuff that we needed to get done, and decided we'll do the celebration today. So we're gonna do some barbecuing. Also, later today, after we leave here, we're going up to the store because I got my 2 Ming's Bings coupons for 2 free boxes of the Ming's Bings that I mentioned in the last video. So we're gonna try a few of those, maybe do a taste test of one of them tonight. That should be awesome. And then we may end up going to Cinnaholic as well. I'm not sure. Now, along with, you know, everything that's happening, we're over 200 days on the run streak, 11 years vegan, it's Earth Day, it's everything else. I'm also today going to go over 1,000 miles running on the run streak as well, so another milestone. So all kinds of things to celebrate today, which is good. So where are we at with the run streak? We're still doing between like 35 and 40 miles a week at this point. Usually it's about 5 miles a day. at the end of the running segment of this video, I'll have the you know, totals for the run streak, and you can see our average kilometers per run or average miles per run, which I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, is at 4.97 or 4.98. We're very close to getting up over that 5 mile per run on average mark, which is pretty awesome. But things are good. My foot, I think I mentioned in my last video, I was having some foot issues, some pain. That's gone at this point. I'm still icing it just as like preventative maintenance basically, but foot pain's gone. Foot's feeling like 100% basically, so that's the good news. No other issues really at this point. Weather today here, pretty cold. 39 degrees Fahrenheit, pretty windy, cloudy obviously, not sunny, but it's supposed to stay dry today, so that's the good thing. We're not going to get rained on, hopefully. Maybe a few sprinkles here and there, but we shouldn't have any problems with our barbecue and stuff. Pretty interesting. I had to stop here and take a look at this, snap a couple pictures, but part of it looks obviously man-made. Somebody, you know, stacked these up or whatever. But then like this guy here, at first I thought somebody did that, but no, it's just natural. Fell over and the bark just kind of flipped up on the back, and that's what it looks like. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty interesting little sight to see as you're running along the trail. All right, back to running. Like all this stuff here, and it's actually on both sides, that side as well, it's all burned, and it looks like it was burned on purpose, obviously a controlled burn of some kind. We were watching Nature on PBS the other night, and they were explaining why they do that, why it's important to do controlled burns like that in certain areas, and I honestly don't remember what that reason was, otherwise I'd tell you, but I'm sure there's a reason for it, and it helps in some way. Another interesting thing though, we're watching a different episode of Nature about rabbits and hares, and we have a lot of rabbits downtown, believe it or not, in Des Moines. They're all over the place. Eastern cottontails. And on the show, they were showing what they do for like a mating ritual, where the male will basically dart full speed towards the female, and the female is just standing still there and will jump up in the air, and the male will run underneath her, kind of like trying to impress her with his speed or whatever, I guess. And if she fancies him, they'll continue to do that for a little while before they go off and mate. If she doesn't fancy him, when she jumps up in the air, she'll like kick him in the head, basically. Now we're coming home from work the other night, and like I said, we have rabbits all over. In the thing across the street, the World Food Center, there's always at least 5 or 6 of them out every night. They come out at night, and we saw them doing the little mating ritual. I didn't have my camera or anything, unfortunately, but we saw the male run full speed, and the female just jumps up in the air. It was really cool to watch, really fun. And the male did not get kicked in the head, so I'm thinking he got accepted, hopefully, for his sake. So I've gone far enough now that I'm actually outside of the main section of trails, and I'm kind of on this, like, it's a completely different map than the one I showed earlier in the video. Instead of numbers, the other one went up to like trail number 31 or something like that. All the trails I'm on now are letters, so totally different. I've only ran out this way one other time, and that was my first time visiting here. So I really don't know where this goes. I think according to the map, it said it was taking me towards the equestrian center, which if that's the case, then I should be able to cut through the main park back to where Inga is parked, and my barbecue food is waiting for me. So hopefully that's the case. Okay, so here's what the map looks like now. So as you can see, totally different than the one I showed earlier. We're at H, which means we're right here, and we're at a three-way split. I just came from that direction, so I can go that way or this way. And it looks like either way that I go will take me back up towards the main trail where I want to be. So I think I'm gonna go this way. All right, we finally made it back to the truck. Great run today. The trails out here are really amazing. I really need to come out here more often. It's only about a 20-minute drive outside of Des Moines to get here to Jester Park, but the trails are just brilliant, and there's so many of them. They're just all over the place. You could wander around and run around in here all day. Today's run though, a little over 7 miles. It was like 7.14 miles. Pace today 9 minutes 8 seconds per mile, so we kept it pretty easy out there on the trail today. It was a little muddy and a little slick, so we weren't trying to go too fast or anything like that. It's starting to it looks like snow slash hail. Inga says it's called brackle or something like that. I don't know, I forgot what she called it, but they have an actual term for this weather, basically. Better than rain though. I'll take the little ice balls over the rain at this point. All right, done with today's video here. I'm not gonna record the Mings Bings on today's video because today's video is already long enough, and I'm also running out of battery here on my GoPro, of course. So the Mings Bings, we're gonna go grab them from the store after we eat here, and then I will show those in a separate video probably tomorrow. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. Till next time, take care.